everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Stock Talks podcast. My name is Lane, and I'm here with
Stock.
and today we're just going to be going over the Trump-Elon breakup, basically. So, Stock, do you have any opening thoughts on it before I get into basically what happened?
Somebody called it freaking toxic yaoi. It's sadly kind of close.
So, basically, let's just get right into the backstory. Hopefully some of y'all know, Trump has been trying to push the Big Beautiful Bill. Is that what it's called? Stock? Am I correct on that?
Yeah, big beautiful bill.
Yeah, and it was doing a lot of things, cutting tax on overtime and stuff like that. At least according to Mr. Trump. I actually have not read the bill myself, so I could be wrong. But then, I believe it was a tweet that Elon Musk said that the bill would offset Doge and be like $2.5 trillion of government waste, and
All the
then
Doge work undone and a
some.
little road.
Yeah, so Elon was really mad at that and started firing at Trump on Twitter, and then Trump started firing back on Truth Social, and that's kind of where we got to now with uh, Elon Musk accusing. Excuse me, I had something in my throat. Where Elon Musk has been accusing Trump or the Epstein files of not being released because Trump's on it, and asking if he should start a third party. Stock, I'm going to ask you, what do you think about the Epstein one, real quick? Because I feel like that is kind of the more, I would say, big one right now, I guess. I don't know how you word it, but what are your thoughts on that one?
Even though Donald Trump is the current sitting president, I don't even think that's the most interesting name off the Epstein list that I want to know about. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, I still am more interested on like who was it on there that was freaking hilarious.
Um, The Rock. I don't know who was on there.
Was The Rock on there? I think
I
he
don't. I,
was.
I don't remember, but
Anyways, yeah, it's funny.
what I was I got this idea from Decoy Voice. Shout out his channel. That if Trump was on the Epstein list or in the list on a significant like role involving what he did, that probably would have been released ages ago to try to uh, I guess turn the election in Kamala's favor. I wanted your opinion on that, Stock, because I thought that was I feel like that would most likely happen if he was involved with Epstein, like a major bit. Because we all know that he had some relationship with Epstein based on pictures and all that.
I think I think it's because Donald Trump was with a lot of Democrats. That's probably why it hasn't been released under previous administrations. It would have been hitting people like the Obamas or the Clintons, massive players in the left political sphere. That's why they would never release it under that administration. But now you've got somebody from the right who is involved in it. Probably more people on the right than we know about. We just know one major one. So yeah,
I
there's a reason for neither party to be releasing it.
I mean, that's fair. Honestly, I don't really know. I just think both ideas are something to consider. That maybe Trump wasn't involved on it, and that's why if he was, it would have been released earlier to try to make the election go in Kamala's favor, or that there's just too many. I guess you would say casualties for the Democrats or whatever. If it was released, who knows? That thing won't be released for a long time. But any closing opinions on the Elon saying Trump's on the Epstein list?
Not really, no. I just think it's kind of funny. It's probably true.
Who knows? Maybe he's seen it. Maybe he has.
But
But
yeah,
moving on to probably before I go on to the third party, I wanted your opinion on the Big Beautiful Bill, since it is including the no tax on tip and no tax on overtime, but also how it, according to Elon, could cost 2.5 trillion in government waste spending. So I wanted your opinion on that real quick.
so yeah, I would just so I was listening to Asmongold talk about it earlier. You put it the best way. Just split the bill up. That's what Elon was also saying, I believe. Let's split everything up instead of having it be one big bill. Have little bills that way people actually get to vote on what they want in and not in the bill instead of having to vote everything yes or no.
Yeah, I actually haven't heard about that, and I just realized while asking you the question, I do sound like a news anchor, which is I don't know, kind of weird. But yeah, I actually haven't heard that point. I heard I don't know. I'll let you keep speaking. I lost my idea.
I don't really have nothing else to say, buddy. That was the
Okay, well, that is an interesting idea. And we have a special guest joining us in the middle of the podcast. Sworn citizen, welcome, welcome. You are late to the show.
Yes, yes, I am. Hello, hello.
We were just talking about the Trump and Elon breakup. Do you have any opening thoughts you want to give us for arriving to the show very late?
Well, kind of hate to hear it, man. I hate to hear it, but hey, all relationships end at some point.
Sworn's like the furry crying and the furry divorce image.
Okay, no, no, buddy, no, that ain't me.
Stock, can you throw that up on?
throw up on. I'm throwing up on screen right now. No,
That's
Whoa,
not me.
whoa!
censor
Sworn's
that. Censor that.
Sworn.
Censor that.
Beep, beep, beep.
What?
All right,
Cut.
but I guess well, since I've asked Stock this earlier, Sworn, what do you think of Elon accusing Trump of being on the Epstein list,
The Epstein files, and him not
and him
showing it. Okay, I see. I see. Okay, sorry. Continue.
well, Elon has accused Trump that the reason the Epstein files haven't been released is because Trump is on there. I want your opinion on that.
Well, hmm,
You don't know.
I don't entirely know, but
Um,
it's a good point. Since Elon is accusing him of being on the Epstein files. And if Trump was, that's a good reason why he wouldn't be showing it. Because if he is, that's bad news for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to restate our points, meaning stocks, since that would just be repetitive for the episode. But I guess we should go on to our third point since we have a surprise guest. I think we'll go on to our third point. What do you think of Elon Musk possibly making a third party for American politics? Stock, would you like to go first on this?
I'm pretty hyped. Hopefully, it's a hardcore libertarian party, but we'll see.
Before I go, what was the votes? I know he did like a tweet voting. What was the percentage of yes on the tweet? Wasn't it like close to 90?
Last I've seen it was about 82-18. 82 being towards yes for a third party, and
It
the
would.
poll had millions of votes. It's a very sizable poll.
I'm sure you'll throw that on screen, but it is very interesting to see another talks because last time it was RFK's third party, and and he joined Trump. It's going to be interesting to see how this third party turns out with him basically breaking away from Trump. Which, since Trump can't run a third term legally, he will. It will be interesting to see how the Republican vote splits. It coming 2028. Yeah.
I did see slightly breaking news.
Uh oh.
Only like 2 hours ago, actually.
Do inform us.
No, I'm sorry. There's only been 1 hour. JD Vance is sat down with Theo Vaughn recording something right now.
Well,
Oh,
that's going to be
okay.
interesting.
I'm pretty excited.
Moving on to Mr. Sworn. What's your opinion on this possible third party from Mr. Elon Musk?
Well, the third party will definitely be another opening for a wide majority of people to vote for a third party, and it'll definitely give more. What's the word I'm trying to look for? More opportunities for other people to vote for something different and new. That is, if it happens. And yeah, as Lee Stock said, it'll. What did he say again? I forgot.
Dude.
Well, yeah, that's a very interesting take. Mr. Sworn.
Thank you.
I don't know. I feel like, honestly, if he does make a third party, this could be the opening for Democrats to retake the presidency in 2028. Because usually when a party splits like that, he could be taking a good majority of Republicans with him, since he's not in really good standings with the Democratic Party. You two have any opinions on my take? Because historically, same thing when Teddy Roosevelt ran and had his own party. It did split the Republican vote, causing a Democrat to win. What do y'all think?
Hmm.
I don't know. The thing is, the Democratic Party as it is right now is in such complete failure that I could very easily see a third party just taking over both from the left and right. It would take the middle 80% he's referring to,
Hmm.
which would be insane if it's actually doable.
Call back to our third party episode. Well, this could be the third party we've been looking forward to, which is interesting, but I don't see it winning the next election. But definitely, it could get a foothold in the next election if Elon is serious. We'll have to see if him and Trump really work things out over the next. I'll give it like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
That was a long pause for a yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I had a point, but I forgot it. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Huh.
Uh,
Huh.
I'm pretty
uh,
excited for the new Fortnite
Huh.
season, guys.
what?
I'm excited for the new Fortnite season.
Nah. Um, I genuinely had a point I was going to ask y'all, but I forgot it. That's crazy. I didn't FNAF jump scare. I don't know.
Hmm.
Uh,
Editor, add in
you are the editor. You are the editor. Well, I guess.
editor. Don't do
I
any of
heard
the
Springfest
edits
on
needed for this season.
Dead by Daylight. Anyone else know that? Yeah. Very good information. I needed to know
Actually,
this.
what made them split up, they were playing tournament, and Elon lost to Donald on the last day of the public test build, and that's why they had to get their things in order before he could leave the White House.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's very saddening seeing their breakup after Elon got that Redditor key. It feels like it was right after that.
Elon got destroyed by too hard by Trump running a Koniki build.
Um, do you one more question, I guess, before we should end this episode? Back on a serious note, do you think those two will like make up, or do you think because we're still very early on into Trump's administration and there's plenty of time for them to make up? What do you two think? Sworn, do you want to go first? Do you think they'll make up? Do you think they'll stay like this? What's up?
Well,
There's no way. Sorry, go ahead.
I believe they probably would. I don't think they would since all the stuff that's been happening. Because since Elon quit Doge, and didn't Trump do something about a bill that removed some of the government spending on one of his projects or something?
Yeah, the we said this earlier in an episode. The big beautiful bill, uh, Elon says is going to basically undermine Doge and have 2.5 trillion in government waste again. That's what we talked about at the beginning of the episode. So, and that's what really started all this and why Elon left. And so maybe if that what Stock said earlier, if they go into more smaller bills, he could come back. But I don't know. Stock, what's your? Do you think they'll make up? Do you think they won't?
No, there's no way. After you've mentioned Epstein, that's it. It's over.
I don't think they'll make up anytime soon. I think there's a chance, but not really, since they're both very egotistical and have that must-win mentality, which is where they got is how they got to where they are today. So I don't think either of them will let this slide. You two agree with that opinion, or am I just shouting the bad opinion today?
I have no idea.
Fair enough. Sounds like we have no clue what's going to happen for American politics for the next few months. I guess it's going to be a very interesting uh, June. I guess. Yeah, very.
Mm-hmm.
Any closing thoughts from either of you before we end this episode?
Not that I can think of.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess that's all for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Comment down below what you think of this situation. And if anyone actually comments, we might actually respond to that since no one has commented on our videos yet. Please, we need to comment. But
My
Hook. I'm on second hook. Sorry.
thank y'all for watching. Hope you like it. And we'll be seeing y'all in the next video, podcast episode, reaction, whatever it may be. We hope you all enjoy it and see you next time. Bye bye.